Hello students, how are you? Now I come to the page on the page 28, Practical English Grammar by Thompson and Martinet. Here it is discussed about the nouns, uncountable nouns, as it is also known as non-count nouns or mass nouns. The detail is in parts. For example, A part, names of substances considered generally: bread, beer, cloth, coffee, cream, dust, gin, glass, gold, ice, jam, oil, pepper, sand, soap, stone, tea, water, wine, wood. And second part is abstract nouns. For examples: advice, beauty, courage, death, experience, fear, help, hope, horror, information, knowledge, mercy, pity, relief, speak and work. In the third part, also considered uncountable in English. For example, baggage, camping, damage, furniture, luggage, parking, shopping, weather. These with here information, knowledge, news, rubbish are sometimes countable in other languages. Now I come to the B part. Uncountable nouns are always singular and are not used with or an. For example, I don't want any advice or help. It I want some information. He has had no experience in this sort of work. These nouns are often preceded by some, any, no, a little, etc., or by nouns such as bit, piece, slice, etc., plus of. For example, a bit of news, a cake of soap, or drop of oil, a grain of sand, a pane of glass, a piece of advice, a pot of jam, a sheet of paper. In the C part about nouns that are uncountable here, many of the nouns in the above groups can be used in a particular sense and are then countable. They can take a or an in the singular and can be used in the plural. Some examples are given below. For example, here, all the hair on one's head is considered uncountable. But if we consider each hair separately, we say one hair, two hair, etc. Her hair is black. Whenever the whenever she finds a grey hair or she pulls it out, we drink beer, coffee, gin. But we can ask for a cup of coffee again, two gins, etc. We drink wine, but enjoy a good wine. We drink it from a glass or from glasses. We can walk in a wood or woods. Now I come to the page on page 29. Experience meaning sometimes something which happened to someone is countable. For example, he had an exciting experience or some exciting experiences, that is adventurous last week. Work meaning occupation, employments, a job, jobs is uncountable. For example, he is looking for work for a job. Works, plural only, can mean factory or moving parts of a machine. Works, usually plural, can be used of literary or musical composition. For example, Shakespeare's complete works. D part, some abstract noun can be used in a particular sense with or an or help. For example, my children are a great help to me. A good map would be a help. Early, for example, it was a relief to sit down. On knowledge plus of, for example, he had a good knowledge of mathematics. A dislike, dread or hatred or horror or love plus of is also possible. For example, a love of music, for example, a hatred of violence. A mercy or pity or shame or wonder can be used with that clauses introduced by it. For example, it's a pity you weren't here. It's a shame he wasn't paid. The rule here it is it plus be plus a pity or shame plus infinitive is also possible. For example, it would be a pity to cut down these trees. Number E, a fear, fears, a hope, hopes, a suspicions. This can be used with that clause is introduced by there. For example, there is a fear or there are fears that he has been murdered. We can also have a suspicion that some things can also arouse a fear, fears, a hope, hopes, a suspicion, suspicions. Now I come to the part of the uncountable nouns as the form of the possessive or genitive case. For example, in A part, S apostrophe is used with singular nouns and plural nouns not ending in S. Examples are a man's job. Here, man's apostrophe S job means men's work. Men apostrophe S work. A women's institution. A women's apostrophe S institution. It means the butcher's shop. Here it is apostrophe is used. A child's voice. Here also S apostrophe is used. The children's room. And other examples are the people's choice, the crew's quarters, the horse mouths, the bull's horns, women's clothes, Russia's exports. B part, a simple apostrophe is used with plural nouns ending in S. For example, a girl's school. Here S apostrophe is not used. Apostrophe only apostrophe is used over S. That is addition in the word girl, girls. In other example, the eagle's nest, the same formula is here. The student's hostel, the same rule is here. The smith's car. Now, in part C, classical names ending in S usually add only the apostrophe. For example, Pythagoras theorem, Archimedes laws, Sophocles plays. Here only apostrophe is used in 3 examples. S is not used because S is placed as the part of the name. Here now I come to the D part. Other names ending in S can take S apostrophe or the apostrophe alone. For example, Mr. Jones or Mr. Jones' house, Yeats or Yeats' poems. Now I come to on the page 30, the remaining portion about uncountable. Now in part E, with compound, the last word takes the S apostrophe. For example, my brother-in-law's guitar. Names consisting of several words are treated similarly. For example, Henry the 18th wife's, the Prince of Wales helicopter. S apostrophe can also be used after initials. The PM's secretary, the MP's briefcase, the VIP's escort. Note that when the possessive case is used, the article before the person or thing possessed disappears. For example, the daughter of the politicians is equal to politician's daughter. The intervention of America, it means America's intervention. The plays of Shakespeare, it means Shakespeare's plays. It is enough for today. Thanks. Allah Hafiz, students.